Hey everyone! Well, we're here, we're back, and today we have another anti-MLM video, and for this video we are heading back on over to Reddit, filtering by top post of this week, and seeing what craziness the Huns have been up to, because without fail, every single week, they are always up to something, somehow getting worse and worse, or crazier and crazier, or weirder and weirder. You just never know what a Hun will say or do. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really like it, please subscribe. Make sure to check out my description below for all of my fun links. I have links to my Poshmark, my Patreon, my channel members, anti-MLM playlist, my social medias. All of those things are down below if you are ever interested. And with all of that said, let's get started. Wedding photographer received this message from a potential client to join her MLM, or client wouldn't sign the contract. Hi, I looked at the contract and I just want to add a thing. Okay, let me see what I can do. Let's schedule a call or please email for further notes. Oh, it's really fast. No big deal. I just want all my wedding party and vendors to sign up with Beachbody. It will be fun. No need to actually add this to the contract. But before I sign the contract, I'd like to know if you would like to be a part of my team. Wow, that is... oh my god. To force someone to sign up for your MLM as a part of your wedding, like you are paying the wedding photographer and yet you are asking them to sign up underneath you so that you can rank up as a wedding gift. This is when things are taken clearly way too far. Like, you are thinking about telling everybody to sign up for Beachbody as if they are a part of your wedding party. And also the vendors. Like, I guess wedding party is one thing, like family and friends, even though maybe they should have already been asked, I don't know, and this is their way of like guilt tripping them to do that. But to have like maybe the caterer, the wedding photographer, the videographer, the flower people, I forget what they're called. You know, anybody else who they hire, your wedding coordinator, whoever, to also sign up for Beachbody. So pay the $164 or whatever it is to be. It just, that's... It's so dumb in so many ways, because let's say somebody does do it for like a month and then like they like cancel right away. Like, that's gonna, you know, give them that boost of confidence that we always say is like, you know, if a bunch of people sign up right away and they're like, oh my god, I'm doing so great, and then people, you know, cancel and they're like, I don't want to do this anymore, and you de-rank. So all of that hard work that you apparently put in, that one day hard work of forcing everyone in your wedding party and everyone around you to sign for Beachbody, and then a month later they all cancel, you're back to where you were. I have to see what the comments say on this one. 1:25 a.m. I would block and fire this turd of a client. That is a dang professional response for 1:25 a.m. This idiot doesn't deserve that photographer. Yeah, this should have been a obvious sign when you are getting texted at 1:25 in the morning from your client, like, hey, I just want to like talk about the contract and add something. It's like, can't you do this at like a better time? But, you know, people in MLMs work crazy hours, so maybe they were just like thinking about this, and maybe they thought they could catch them off guard like so early in the morning that they'd be tired that they would just deliriously say yes, which could be why people tell people to work so early in the morning or stay up so late at night, because maybe they can catch people who are like, you know, not sleeping and like not really thinking about what they're doing or whatnot. But either way, this is not, I don't know what the follow-up is for this person, like if they decided to no longer take them, or if their answer was, no, I'm not going to do that, and if the bride or groom, whoever this is, said, okay, then you can't be our photographer, that'd be a win-win for that person, honestly. My neighbor added this to the apartment complex stairs, a Scentsy doormat. I mean, what a way to tell people, I guess you sell Scentsy, but you're just gonna get dirty. I don't know. It's not really a good sales tactic. And I don't know. As long as they don't sell you Scentsy. But hey, if it's muddy outside, you know exactly where you can clean your feet. Watching the fonts change is like watching a transformation from a horror movie. Day 3 of stripping. Oh, Elamir, my favorite. Everyone's experience is different. Some people feel it immediately, some gradually. Here's my results so far. Day 1, 12:30 p.m. I didn't feel much of a difference. The only real thing I noticed was less tension in my shoulders, which is where the majority of my stress and anxiety lies. Day 2, 8:30 a.m. I honestly felt exhausted and like garbage. Recycle bin emoji all day. My coffee tasted horrible, so I went to the local shop and got one. I still couldn't drink it. Sad crying emoji. Everything tasted sour. I came home from work and did absolutely nothing. I didn't even eat anything but a couple tablespoons of peanut butter. I almost said peanut allergy. Peanut emoji all day. I fell asleep fast and slept till my alarm went off at 5:15 a.m. Okay. Alright, this is going to be very difficult to read, and I don't know why they decided to go with this cursive font, and I don't even know where they could have posted this. Maybe on, like, Facebook? Does Facebook allow different fonts, or maybe they, like, wrote this somewhere, like, on Word, and then they, posted it on Facebook? Alright, I'm going to really attempt very hard to read this. Day 3, 7:45 p.m. I woke up today. Oh no, I'm gonna have to bring my computer closer. I woke up today unmotivated and feeling exhausted, despite sleeping well. I just didn't have it in me today. I went to work, got my stuff done, and came home and immediately took a nap. I woke up a little more energized, did dishes, made dinner, etc. I decided to try it. I decided to try it late today. I feel like I'm reading for the first time. I decided to try it late today to see if I feel any different effects before it gets late. 15 minutes in my aching body from doing yesterday, I feel released and no pain. Stay tuned for more updates. I still have some trial packs available, 3 for $5 or 5 for $25. Let's strip. I think the strips have made her go insane. And also, I don't know if any of this proved that the strip works besides changing her into an incoherent person who speaks in very confusing font. Which could be definitely a side effect of Elamir strips, you know, speaking in incoherent font. That's kind of how I feel like MLMers are sometimes. It's like they say things and they'll twist their words so much that it's like you're just speaking in a different font. Or maybe that's how they see it. They joined a new MLM and they feel like if they speak in a different font, that it means that they are totally different and unique, but it's still all the same words. Just because it's written in a different font doesn't mean it's not a scam. Okay, I know someone on here used to sell Pampered Chef. Can you tell me what this is that my mom gave me? So they're Pampered Chef products. At first I thought they were like back scratchers, but I highly doubt that Pampered Chef would sell back scratchers, or they kind of look like really weird, like a comb or something, and that looks like a mini rake. So a mini comb and a mini rake is going to be my guess. But I don't think Pampered Chef sells those either. Let's see what the comments say. It looks like a meat shredder. OP said, thanks. I didn't know how to describe them. I guess that makes sense, but damn. So my mom paid $40 for some plastic forks then. $40 for these? You can just use 2 forks that you already have. You don't have to pay $40 for things that when people look at them, they go, what is this used for? Just use 2 forks. It's a lot cheaper than $40. God, plastic meat shredder things that look like back scratchers or rakes. Honestly, it could probably be used as a rake more effectively than a meat shredder. I don't know. $40 is not worth it though. I'm in a tattoo shaming page and I found this gem. Alright, before I read the post, it looks like Herbalife Infinity Ghost emoji and Cookie emoji. So Herbalife Forever Cookie and Herbalife Forever Ghost, so dead. Herbalife Forever Cookie. All right, now I gotta read the, maybe it will be told to me of what the heck it means. Chris and I decided to get matching tattoos while in Florida. It's something we've talked about, and we finally did it after me thinking about it and preparing myself a whole day. You prepared yourself only for a whole day? Okay. That leaf you see is a symbol of love, health, and success. Herbalife has changed people's lives, and especially ours. Some people may talk bad about it. Some don't believe it works, but if you give yourself the opportunity to have something wonderful into your life, you will see and feel it forever. Or feel it for yourself. Thanks to Herbalife, I've been able to change my confidence, find myself, and change my way of thinking to a more positive one. We are on a mission to help others feel healthier, happier, and feel the same way we do. The infinity symbol means we are committed to this nutrition, helping others and never giving up. Also, never giving up on each other. Well, what does the cookie and the ghost mean? That was the whole, like, I kind of got the Herbalife one and the infinity symbol. Like, that makes sense. You're in a relationship, infinity symbol. I get it. Herbalife, I figured one or both of you were in Herbalife or obsessed with Herbalife. But I didn't get to see what cookie and ghost meant. Well, I guess, I don't know. Herbalife Forever is sweet, and Herbalife Forever is ghost. I don't know. I do. I'm so thrown off. The fact that in your, so talking about like what your tattoo means, you had to put like how Herbalife has changed your life, blah, blah. And to even point out like in this, that like some people talk bad about it. Why are you going to put that in your post about explaining where your tattoo is? In that moment, who cares, I guess, what other people are doing? If this is what you want to do, this is what you want to do. If you want to put Herbalife on your body, you may or may not regret it later on. But in this moment, it's something you clearly really like. And to say like, well, some people don't like it. Maybe that's a sign that you shouldn't be in this, because you are still focused on the fact that people tell you like, hey, this is not a good idea. This is, you know, kind of a scam, and I don't think you should be a part of this. So it clearly is somewhere in your mind, and maybe you're trying to convince yourself otherwise of it. So bringing it up, it's like, oh, but it really is great and blah, blah. I don't know. There's maybe like some active awareness in this, but they got the tattoo. Cookie ghost. See what the comments say. I need to know how the cookie and ghost factor in. Someone else said, same, it's killing me. Somebody else said, she breaks under pressure and he's never around. That's kind of sad, but yeah, maybe cookie means that she's... I got nothing. I don't know. I'm so confused. The one part of the tattoo that I really wanted her to explain, and we got no explanation. And still no actual customers. Posted by Elamir's CEO. Checks cut 5 days early in Elamir. 1.2 million in commissions just paid out to the field in our first ever monthly run. Which is also strange because you cannot sell to actual customers. So it means that all of your customers are within the pyramid itself. None on the outside, all within. Weird. 1.2 million. I get that you're proud of that, but it actually doesn't sound great. It sounds sketchy and wrong, comments say. Turns out you can just put words on the internet. That's all. You know, that's the only comment I need to read. I absolutely agree with that. Paparazzi paid for her gas. This business is amazing. I just paid for $70 worth of gas in jewelry, standing and pumping gas, and few women complimented my bracelets because I carry a bag full of goodies. They shopped with me at the gas station, so my $127 was reduced by $70. This jewelry sells itself, y'all. I am always amazed by the blessings of my business. There's no secret to this business. Just show up. $99 changed my life over 4 years ago. Let's get you some business. I have some divas on my team timeline, and I know you can be successful if you want to. Today's the day, paparazziaccessories.com. To see what average earnings for paparazzi consultants, click this link and it takes you to the income disclosure statement. So is that the those are the bracelets? Oh. Ugh. Okay. People complimented those. I mean, hey, everybody has different tastes, and I personally would not pay $5 for those. I probably wouldn't pay anything for those. But also, like, how many people, unless, like, she's, like, jingling them around, honestly, she probably walked over to people. I doubt people, as she's pumping gas, are so enticed by those lead-filled bracelets that they, like, had to talk to her about it. And who's to know that the story, honestly, is even real? That's the thing. We don't know. As the person said before, you can just put words on the internet and people are to believe you. Yeah, I mean, hey, maybe it is true. Maybe she really did sell 14 pieces of jewelry standing there pumping her gas. Maybe that's true. I'm gonna go with no, but I guess I have no other thing than to take her word for it. But yeah, paparazzi is not really one that I'm kind of surprised people are even still a part of that and promoting it after all the controversy. But of course, when you're in an MLM, people are just haters and they just want to bring you down because obviously everybody just wants to bring everyone down. That's all anyone wants to do. At least according to people in MLMs. If you disagree, you are clearly just a hater. See what the comments say. Gotta love the legally mandated income disclosure pasted right beneath an obviously not allowed income claim. Lady, if the jewelry sells itself, then why are you so desperate to sign people up? I'm doing so well. I just love to have all my friends competing with me to sell the same stuff. Absolutely. It's like they always claim that they're doing so well. Look at how great I'm doing. Look at how I'm able to buy this and this and this. Don't you also want to do this? I'd love to have you a part of my team. And they're like clearly putting out these posts and commenting on people's things and talking to people in DMs because they need more people because they're not making this money. So in the end, they just really are not making any money. And if somebody saw this post and really wanted to know what paparazzi consultants make, I do recommend they check out the income disclosure statement because I think that would absolutely scare them away, as it should. Ask me anything anonymously. The hardest part is the startup, having the money to get the products. How did you manage this and how long did it take you to make enough? Like enough to where it was like a regular paying job, if that makes sense. It honestly took a good 6 months to start seeing stable income. Considering I was starting a brand new business, that's good. I had to gain people's trust. It's more than just selling a product. It's helping people and giving value. Save, sell, budget your money better, open a credit card. We have talked about this before. That is the absolute worst advice to give somebody when telling them where to come up with the money for an MLM. You should never put yourself in debt for an MLM. That is horrible advice. What MLM is this? Prove it. Of course it is. Honestly, any MLM, it doesn't matter. Like, they're all bad and they're all gonna like suggest this stuff. And you know, I know that we've heard from some people, like they'll say like it's a misconception that you should open up a credit card to do this. Like you should just sell things or you should save and do it when you can. This person right here, I get that maybe it's not in your MLM or in your team, but it's happening. People are suggesting it, so it's not a misconception. It's real. Somebody right here said it, has put it out in another Reddit video that I've done. Somebody else suggested it or said that they did it, so that's what somebody else should do. It's horrible, horrible advice, and for anyone to think that it's okay to do that, it's so wrong. Never, ever tell somebody else to go into debt or how they should save their money for an MLM. If you don't have the money, don't do it. Even if you have the money, don't do it. See what the comments say. She wasn't starting a brand new business, and she makes it like it's everyone's problem by not knowing how to budget and then telling to put on a credit card. What a trip. You're right. What she said was she was starting a business. Would obviously really trust this person with their A1 professional advice. Absolutely. It's just, you're not starting a business. Like, and also like to say like it only took you 6 months to start seeing stable income. I don't know who posted this. And maybe it is true, but again, for everybody else, stable income means something different. And for the majority of people, they don't see maybe money coming in until like maybe a few years down the road. Like, it can take a while. And it all depends. Like, if you have a big group, like you have a big following or you have a big family, like that's going to make it a lot easier for somebody than somebody who doesn't have a big family or doesn't have a family with a lot of money and has no following. They always make it seem like somebody who has maybe a following of 10,000 can do it like somebody who has a following of 10. That's just not true. That's just not a reality. And it's a ridiculous lie that they tell people. It's like, you don't have to have a big following. You kind of do. It does kind of help. Ah yes, openly admitting to preying on those who are struggling to get by. The first picture says, when people tell me they're struggling financially and they're just standing in front of a wall. Next picture says, followed by they're not interested in my direct sales opportunity. Oh, I think it's a video. Oh, it's a reel. I thought it was a picture, like an Instagram story, and it was like two different things. And they're just standing in front of a wall. That's how they decided to take the picture, but it's a reel. Okay, sorry. So it says, when people tell me they're struggling financially, followed by they're not interested in my direct sales opportunity. Yes, make fun of people and be all annoyed when people don't want to join your scam. How dare they? If they are struggling financially, it means they don't have the extra money to pay for a starter kit, to pay for extra stuff, to pay for this, to pay for that. They want these people to come up with money that they don't have. They're openly saying, hey, I don't have the money for that right now. Or it's a reason that they are telling you they don't want to join your MLM. It's like, hey, I don't have the extra money, or I don't have money right now to buy that, to buy into that. Or they're just saying they're not interested. And for you to be like, well, I have the answer. No, you don't. Maybe in your mind, maybe you think that you do because you've gone so far down the MLM rabbit hole that you really believe that you have this answer, but you don't. You only want them to join because it would benefit you more financially. It would help you with any financial struggles that you have. It would only further their financial struggles. So it would help you and hurt them, but of course you'll make it seem like they are at a loss. They're the ones who don't want to join, and that's their loss, and I'm going to sit here and be annoyed by them. And like, I've seen people like roll their eyes about it. It's like, but they don't want to join it. It's like, I have the answer. It's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You don't. You just don't. Alright, so we have reached the end of the video. We all know what that means. It is meme time. It says, game show host. What do you do for a living? Contestant. I'm an independent health and wellness and beauty consultant. Me. Is it Beachbody? It works. Herbalife? This happened to me. I was watching a show and it just said like health and wellness consultant or business owner of some kind, but it was like kind of like she had that look, and I was like, I think she's in an MLM. I forget which show it was, but I just was like, I'm pretty sure this person's in an MLM, and I was able to look them up, and I'm pretty sure that they were. I believe it was Monate too. It was like health and beauty consultant or health and beauty business owner. It was just the way they worded it, and how like when they were talking about what they did, they were just so vague about it, and maybe the show told them to because they didn't want to promote their MLM, or maybe they just didn't want to promote the name of their company. But either way, it also goes to show that when you say like, I'm a beauty consultant, or I'm a health and wellness consultant, like there are so many MLMs that can fit into that category to where people are like, well, I don't know exactly what that means. And maybe that's a sign that their MLM is not as unique and wonderful unless you bring up the name of the company or specific products. If you're and that's another thing, is they're like, we're the #1 blah 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 in the world, but yet so many people have not heard of us. How does that work out? Like, people have heard of Target. They're like the #1 place, the Walmart, Amazon, like people have heard of those. If you are the #1 of something, you think people would have heard of you. Like when, what is it? Color Street will say like, we're the #1 nail polish brand. I guarantee if you ask a majority of people on the street what Color Street is, funny. Most people would say they have no idea what that is, but if you were to ask them like, have you heard of Essie or Revlon or What is the other one? OPI. I guarantee more people would say they've heard of that. So if you're the #1 company, how come people haven't heard about you? Is it because it's not really about the product? Is it because it's really about the business opportunity? Which would make you kind of scammy and scummy? I think so. Alright, you guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really, really like it, please subscribe. Let's talk anything and everything anti-MLM in the comments below, and until my next video, I will see you guys then. Bye!